peaceful transition with Justina Ray Love. We will begin our guided breathing at 5:05 in about 5 minutes. Please enjoy some calming music while you sit and get ready for the guided breathing. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And I will welcome Justina Ray here with us to guide us in some breathing. We transition to our weekend.
Hello, hello. This is awesome. I think that this idea is great. So let us know how it goes in this new program we're trying out. I think we will have great success. So today we are going to straighten ourselves out in our seats. If we're sitting, lengthen our back and shift our hips so we're comfortable and put our feet flat on the ground. I'm going to pay attention to our feet for a moment and just wiggle your body around and settle into your chair or to your seat of your car. Get comfortable. We're just going to jump right into this so that we can get the most out of it and be on our way to the next best thing quickly. So welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Justina, and I love the art and the tool of breathing. It allows us the benefits of utilizing different parts of our bodies, and it opens up energy and eventually confidence and strength and ability to utilize your breath when we're in difficult moments or challenging moments. It's something we already do all the time, and today we're gonna enjoy some examples of that. And so, but first, let's just take a minute and get familiar with our bodies, drop into our bodies, wiggle our toes, move our ankles around. We're just gonna move up our body up into our legs. Take a minute and breathe down into your whole body so you feel it in your knees. And then tighten and relax your thighs. Sway your hips in your chair, moving your body back and forth with your knees to your hips, moving left and right, left and right. Enjoy this just for a couple breaths. And then we're going to pay attention to our breath deep down into our bellies. Let's take slow, even breaths. And let's blow out like we're cooling some hot chocolate. It's way too hot to drink. So we'll take a deep breath in our bellies, up through our chest. Take a moment for a breath and then breathe out slowly as if you're cooling hot chocolate. Do that 3 or 4 times. Cool down that hot chocolate really well. Sometimes I add a whistle when I'm blowing on something to cool it down. And we're going to go to our chest. And we're going to put our hand on our chest, our hand on our belly, one hand on our belly, and we're going to breathe into our chest and feel our chest rise. Then we're going to blow out with our belly and feel our bellies going in. Keeping the pursed lips like we're blowing something hot or we're blowing bubbles. Do this a couple times with our hands on our chest, and we're breathing in, feeling our chest expand and our stomachs expand, and then blowing out. Roll back your shoulders, maybe do some little circles that you could feel in your back muscles, rolling your back. Let's roll our necks around. going from head to toe. We're up here at our heads, so let's go side to side with our ears to our shoulders. Just stretching out the body a little bit after a hard week. And so let's just kind of shake our head lightly. Micro movements is really great. Just the tiniest little movements. Nobody looking at us funny. And give your whole body a shake. The breathing that I would like to play with is breathing, the breathing that we use in different circumstances. So this is going to take some imagination and some pretending. And I thought maybe if you feel like laughing, we're going to try to cry. And if you feel like crying, we're going to laugh. And so what I mean by that is to think of a circumstance or just try without thinking of any reason why. This is even better for all of us if there's just no reason, but try demonstrate what your body does when you cry, like sob or or whatever feels good to you. Where we're going to is that if you also, or if you do both and use your breath as if you're laughing or chuckling, something is really funny, we typically go so they're very short, quick breaths with a sound coming out on the exhale. And then if we are crying or working up a good cry, we typically inhale and it's the opposite. But it's a really cool thing to notice how your body responds to these typical body responses. So even more bonus points if you can do both. So if you can act like you're crying and then act like you're laughing, and then act like you're crying and then act like you're laughing. So just take a minute in your space on mute or so that we can hear you, whichever, and play with this idea. Give yourself a minute to feel these feelings and feel how your body changes the heartbeat, changes the breathing, changes the way the body carries itself. And do a couple of those. And in some ways, we also do that when we're crying very hard. We do both of the sucking in quickly with short breaths, and we exhale quickly with short breaths. And you feel that in your belly. These different breathing techniques stimulate different responses in your entire body system. And so it's actually very beneficial for us to try them and experience them when we're in a calm state of mind. And also, if you'll notice, if you did that a couple of times, you can really feel that in your digestive system, in your respiratory system, in your throat, in your voice. And anyways, so let's move on. I was thinking of other experiences that we have that change and alter our breathing, like being very surprised or shocked. Uh, just giving us all a moment to think about opportunities and times when our bodies and breath change. With that, let's just take some really nice deep breaths in our chest. We're all done crying and we're all done laughing really hard now, so let's just take a few breaths in the nose and out the mouth preferably, but whatever works best for you right now. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a great week. Let's take some deep breaths together and let's breathe in slow and steady. Take a pause at the top of your breath and breathe out slow and steady. Take a pause where you have no breath and then breathing in slow and steady. close your eyes. Take some deep breaths and listen with your ears. Take a breath and smell with your nose. Breathing out, thinking about how your mouth feels and tastes. Are you thirsty? It's kind of an interesting thing how valuable it is to pay attention to our breath. Just the awareness of the attention brings health, brings oxygen to our cells, the realization that we can breathe into different parts of our body. We can breathe into our seat. Let's take some deep breaths all the way down in our core and down up. Imagine the breath coming up through the grounded feet, up through the legs and in through the seat. Just feel the breath coming up and around you. And when you exhale, have a sigh. And the last thing I would love for you to enjoy is to either put your hands on your head to give yourself a nice little head massage on the top of your head, or you could go into the back of your head and underneath your hair, or maybe you could rub your neck with both of your hands. But just go ahead and lightly manipulate your own skin, just light with a little pull, softness. If you're doing it in your head, just go ahead and rub your scalp, just slowly in little tiny movements. Move your scalp around a little bit. Or if you're on your back of your head, under your hair, same things, kind of pull down, pull your scalp down a tiny bit, just little tiny movements that give yourself a little stretch. And we'll go ahead and warm our hands, rubbing them back and forth together. I'm going to cup our hands over our nose and our mouth and take some deep breaths here. You could breathe in away from your hands if you'd like. Breathe out. Just experiencing the warm hands, warming our hands. Go ahead and rub your hands back and forth together again. Warm them up. Blow on your hands. I like to cup mine and blow in them when they're very cold. And thank you for being here. Let's again just take a little scan of our bodies, and we'll start at our heads this time. Just give your heads a little shake, a little roll. Feel that in your neck, down into your shoulders. Stretch your shoulders out wide and tall. Give them a little circles. Down your spine. Feel each vertebrae as you breathe deep. Down your back into your seat, down your front, filling your chest, filling your stomach, down into your thighs and your knees and your calves. Give your whole body a little shake from your knees to your hips. Just roll our ankles, wiggle our toes. Give a whole nice little body shake. And 3 nice, deep, long breaths, as long as we can make them, with as long of a hold at the top, a long, slow exhale, and a nice hold at the bottom. Let's do it together once. Breathing in slow, holding your breath, breathing out slow, sitting with no breath for just a moment. Before you breathe in again slowly. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful transition into your beautiful weekend. Hope you were able to shake off some of your week and get excited about the things to come and be grateful for what's here. I'd love to hear what each of you are grateful for. So maybe you can think about something that just makes you happy, whether it's having hands and feet, or a family, or a job, or a car, or a home. All of those things are a privilege in today's world and something to remember to be grateful for. So gratitude brings more to be grateful for. I thank you for being here with us. I hope you have a great week. And I hope to see you again next Friday for some more breathing. We will start learning about breath very soon. Right now, we're just enjoying breath and playing with breath. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Justina, for that wonderful breathing exercise to kind of get us grounded after a long week. And we hope that you all enjoyed it. And we hope to see you next Friday again at 5:05.
Awesome. See you soon, Abby.
Thank you.
Bye.